Good Friday morning. I'm Mac Carruthers, and welcome to another installment of everyone's favorite 30-minute horse racing program. Why is it your favorite 30-minute horse racing program? Well, first of all, there's not too many of them. But the main reason is we kick off your racing weekend. We really do. And we're not that far away from the Breeders' Cup, from the championship that we have in our great sport of horse racing next Friday and Saturday. We'll talk about that a little bit with a very special guest we're going to get to in just a moment. Second half of the program, handicapping. We'll talk to Ray Pollock, who's at Brad Cummings. They're gallivanting across America for a good cause. We'll talk to Ray on the phone. An action-packed 30 minutes. There you have it. Picks, recaps, play of the day, catch of the day, buzz in the biz, and so much more. But as advertised, we're going to talk Breeders' Cup here a little bit at the top. Now, joining us on the line right now, really one of the elite trainers in the game, and a guy who's going to send 5 horses out to Southern California to try to win a Breeders' Cup race. He's Mark Casse. Mark, are you there?
I'm here, Matt.
How are you?
Good. I just want to tell you, your show is my favorite 30 minutes, for sure.
Not just horse racing, right? Like you're including like
No,
sitcoms and things, right? It's your favorite
Everything.
30-minute
Just
show.
Everything.
Oh, I really
Yes.
appreciate that. And
Well, I wasn't going to say that until you said I was one of the elite trainers, so I figured, okay.
well, you are. You've been I don't know. It's like you pencil you in, you're 25 to 30%. You win like, I don't know, 1,700 races at Woodbine, whatever you do. How many horses do you have? I mean, you win race at the fairgrounds, you're winning a race at Keeneland. How many horses do you have right now, Mark? You don't even know, do you?
You would think. No, I don't count. So then when people like you ask me that question, I don't have an answer. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Not as many as Todd or Steve.
Okay, all right, but you're part of that conversation in terms of masses, in terms of amount of horses. Oh, by the way, congratulations! I know your son Norm a little bit, one of your top assistants, and he and his girlfriend Melanie, they got married this past year, didn't they? So that was exciting.
Yeah,
that was exciting.
Now we have a new Cassie in the family, and we're delighted about that.
Okay, we'll look forward to seeing you guys out here in a week. Let's again. You've won about everything that there is. You haven't won a Breeders' Cup race yet. You were close with Sealy Hill in 2008 at 1,000,000-1, like you might win the race, and then Forever Together ended up getting you late. You ended up running second. But again, you're really going after it this year, aren't you? You have 5 horses, and we'll begin with Spring in the Air, who's going to go in the juvenile fillies, and she's never been on dirt, and that's sort of the situation with, I think, 3 of your 5 runners that you're sending out to Santa Anita. We're showing her big win, her second place win in the Natalma. Spring Venture beat Spring in the Air in this race, and then Spring in the Air wins the Alcibiades. Talk about Spring in the Air on dirt in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies.
I mean, Matt, you never know. But I tell you what, we've been able to have her. We've had her at Churchill. She had her final prep this morning. We're starting to get some bad weather, so we moved it up. She was supposed to work tomorrow, but we moved it up to today. And I tell you what, she moves well over it, moves well over the dirt. I don't see there being a problem. She's already shown she can run over 2 surfaces, so I don't see why a third one would stop her. But you just never know until they get it done. And I think Santa Anita complements the Polytrack turf deal a little bit. I only ran on the turf because that's what's there for.
Okay.
She trained tremendous on the Polytrack, but I would have some concerns. I'd have bigger concerns if I was trying to go to Polytrack to say Saratoga, where the track is much deeper.
Okay.
But I'm not concerned about it.
So it translates
I'm not
better.
concerned about Santa Anita.
And it's my fault. I already screwed up the show, Mark. I apologize. I screwed up your spring horses in terms of my rundown here. So we'll talk about Spring Venture right now, who beat Spring in the Air in the Natalma, the race that we showed you from the 15th of September at Woodbine. She's going to be one of your favorites in the Juvenile Fillies turf, isn't she? I mean, you have What's the Chances for Chad Brown, who looks so good winning the Ms. Griot, and I guess you have Sky Lantern, who's a Group 1 winner at the Curragh, did that last month. But you must be pretty excited about your chances with an undefeated filly that beat Spring in the Air, who's a Grade 1 winner, and all 3 of those wins have been decisive wins.
They have, and you know what? I just don't know how good she is. Even if you watch the Natalma race, Patrick rode her with just complete confidence.
Okay.
Had nowhere to go. got a little opening about the 3/16 pole. He asked her to run for 100 yards, and then he shut her down. He said, and when he went past the wire, he said when they caught up to him, she took off again. He couldn't pull her up. So
okay.
I think with a good trip, they have to beat her.
Okay, and then again, well, just a final thought on Spring in the Air. That workout at Churchill over dirt. You were pleased with? You were pleased with it?
Oh yeah. Oh,
okay.
I was very pleased. We worked all 5 today, and I figured, maybe there would be 1 or 2 that I would be disappointed with, but no, everybody went really well this morning.
When do your horses come out to Southern California? When do they ship? Sunday.
They come Sunday.
Okay, mm-hmm. All right. Dirt Mile will be next, and I was at Woodbine a couple of weeks ago. I was there for the Pattison Canadian International. I was also there for the Durham Cup. And I made, I like Delegation. He got crushed at the windows. I thought he would be. On paper, you have a talented racehorse, Mark, who was a lone F in this race. He took advantage of it, going wire to wire. It doesn't appear to me, all these races are very hard. They're Breeders' Cup races. There doesn't appear to be a ton of pace in the Dirt Mile. And you really do have a horse that's getting better each and every start, isn't he? And he's lightly raced. He's only been out 6 times.
I tell you, who knows how good Delegation is. As Patrick said after his last race, he said, we haven't got to the bottom of him yet. They let him, you're 100% right. There was no speed in the race, and it was kind of a gift. They just let us gallop out on the lead. But he did go the last 3/8 of a mile in 36, and then he ran off afterwards. So, Delegation has enough speed to do whatever he needs to do. If somebody comes out and wants to go to the lead, or we have a couple of those sprinters. They've been running 6 and 7, 8,
yeah.
And you go 2 turns. It's a different world. So Patrick's going to be able to do whatever he wants. So if somebody wants it really badly, the lead, they can have it. If not, Delegation will be on the lead, and he worked absolutely.
All right, okay.
Super this morning.
Most of our audience, even though you like the show, and hopefully a lot of people do as well, I'm not particularly bright. So let me try to comprehend what you just said. What I just got from that is you like your horses so far. Spring in the Air and Spring Venture, my good friend Mike Watchmaker installed them at 6-1 on the morning line. Delegation, he installed at 20-1 on the morning line, the Dirt Mile. It almost sounds like you like Delegation as much as the other 2. Did I misread that just now?
I like Delegation a lot.
Wow. Okay.
I can understand Mike Watchmaker making him 20-1.
I'm glad somebody
just
can.
simply because he hasn't run on the dirt. There's a lot of good sprinters. But I'm just telling you, don't underestimate him. Okay, it looks like MC and Jimmy Cree, 2 speed horses, are going to go sprint, even though they're cross-entered for the Dirt Mile. We move ahead to Dynamic Sky. Now you got a lot of horses, 5 total. Breeders' Cup Juvenile. It's going to be a busy couple of days for one. Mark Cassidy, we're showing the Breeders' Futurity, in which Dynamic Sky runs second. But this was a situation in which you had to be pretty pleased because you were pretty far back early on, and your winner, Joe Ha, got an easy lead, right? And kicked on and went wire to wire. Well, a few things. Here I have a colt, lightly raced, never been around 2 turns. So he makes his first start around 2 turns. He runs 72 feet farther than the winner. I love the trackers, too. I think turning for home, if he hadn't done his little laying in deal at the top of the lane, it cost him a lot of momentum. I think he wins despite running 72 feet farther. So, he's come. He's bred top and bottom for the dirt, and he's trained good. All these horses, though they haven't ran on dirt, we've been able to train them now for the last month or so at Churchill, which I'm very pleased about. So, how much do you, I know obviously. What's our buddy Mike, what's his odds? 12-1. 12-1, I think. 12, okay. Is what he installed him at in his morning line. I gotcha. So you're obviously most concerned about how Dynamic Sky is doing. How much time do you spend on the opposition? Did you see Power Broker's performance in the, my new favorite name of a stake, the Front Runner? That was a dominant performance from Power Broker. It was. You know what, though, Matt? I got to tell you, most of the time, I worry mostly just concentrate on my own horses. Okay. And you know what? We're all coming from everywhere. This is the Breeders' Cup. This is where the best meet, and I can't do anything about those horses. I mean, just looking at it, it seems to me there's 3 or 4 horses that have been winning on the lead or close to it, which makes me lift my chops. And I just hope we get a really nice, fast pace, because I know Dynamic Sky will sit back, and when Lewis asks him to run, he'll run. I just hope he can run fast enough to catch up.
Did you think Juvenile Turf with him? I mean, was this a tough decision?
No, never. No, never at all.
Okay. All right, let's get to a horse in the Classic that Mike Watchmaker has installed at 30-1 on the morning line, and that is Pool Play. Although you probably like being the underdog with this horse. I'm looking back at his past performances, Mark, and I see last 2 dirt races. Let's see, 36-1 in the Foster, and you win that. And the race we're looking at right now, the Grade 2 Hawthorne Gold Cup, 16-1, and you win. So talk about a horse you probably don't mind, having be a big price. That would be this horse, Pool Play.
No, I mean, he obviously doesn't read the tote board, and he knows, I don't know.
He's a smart horse, though, isn't he, still?
Oh, he's very smart.
Yeah, he's not that smart. Okay.
I mean, he's 7. You could write a book about the things he's been through in his short life. But, what can I say?
Okay.
If the race sets up for him, you'll hear from him in the end. 30-1, 50-1, 100-1. It doesn't matter. If the pace is slow and they keep running on the front end, then we're going to be in trouble. And
is it fair to say that obviously you respect the connection to other horses in this race, and even if you didn't, you wouldn't tell me. Outside of Game On Dude, there's really nobody that you're really afraid of. Is there anybody else that you just kind of shake in your boots?
I agree with. I mean, when I have to tell you, analyzing the races I went over, and I consider myself a realist. I went over all the races. I thought the toughest race for us to win would maybe be the mile with Delegation. That being said, if Delegation moves up, as he's continued to do, and likes the dirt, then it's a possibility. When I looked at the Classic, at first I thought maybe, going the Classic maybe was a little crazy and whatever, but after analyzing the competition, you know what? I don't think we're out of line. I think we have a shot, and there's a lot of in and out horses, and he's the only time he met Flat Out, he beat him, and he's not getting enough respect.
Okay,
that's the great thing about our game.
All right, I have your 5.
They do it all. They do it all on the track, right? So
I have the past performances of your 5 horses set to go in the Breeders' Cup out in front of me right now. I want to know, out of the 5, which one you like the best, and then out of the 5, which one Norm, your son, who's your top assistant, likes best. And I hope you guys agree.
I really haven't. I haven't discussed it with Norman, so I don't know.
Who cares what Norm thinks anyway? That's right. Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, he's a. I would say that our best shot of winning would probably be Spring Venture.
Spring Venture. Okay, putting a star there. All right. Well, best of luck with the shipping process, and that's 2 days from now on Sunday. And and best of luck. You've been such a outstanding trainer for so many years now. You haven't won a Breeders' Cup race. You've been close. Good luck in your quest for that first Breeders' Cup win. And I think most importantly, just no excuses. Hopefully all your horses will have good trips, come out of the races okay, and hopefully maybe you can win one of them.
I appreciate it, and I enjoyed talking with you.
Likewise. Mark Casse, one of the elite trainers in this game. Pretty candid coming on, and I really appreciate his time. Obviously, it's a pretty busy time of year when you're preparing for the Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships in 1 week, and you have 5 of them going in 5 different races as well. So it's going to be a hectic time for Mr. Casse. Before we get to our commercial timeout, picks recaps from last week, and Biddler's a Fleet. Yeah, Lunar Victory, 4-5. Bill Mott, right? The Empire Classic. Wow. But, if I'm gonna lose, I might as well lose like this. The Heidi's Holiday was just bad. Street Game. Oh, there you go, right? There you go. 5-2. Unbridled Command. That was a 3-year-old, right, facing some older, won the Saranac. Now, I did get second at 12-1, and then Mystic City. I'm trying to hit home runs right now. I'm like, my approach is kind of like the Tigers right now. I don't have a lot of plate discipline, and I should be taking the ball to right field for singles, but I'm trying to pull the ball on the outside part of the plate over the left field wall, and I'm popping up to left. Okay. All right. And okay, so again, not very good there in terms of picks recaps. But how about my other love? How about the other game that I cherish? How about 3 weeks ago when I was on the air with the man who does everything at Hawthorne, former minor league baseball star Jim Miller, and we gave predictions to who was going to make the World Series before the playoffs begin. Let's listen in. The Giants plus 750 in that National League. Kane, Bumgarner, Vogelsong. I don't even know if Lincecum's in a pitch. Zito, great managing as well. Against Detroit, Tigers, Giants in the World Series. Yeah, and they were plus 750, I said. And then the other day on the air, I did say Giants win the World Series. So we'll see. They're up 2-0. I know they're going back to Detroit, but it's going to be tough to win 4 out of 5, I think, against the Giants. Play of the day for Saturday, Keeneland race number 7. This is a really good optional $100,000 event at 7 furlongs. I'm going to go with Working for Hops, who lost to Infratini, who kind of freaked at Arlington in that race. Infratini got a jump on Working for Hops. Infratini came back to win 2 days ago for Paul McGee. Working for Hops cuts back from 1 1/16 to 7 furlongs. You know, he's faced some really good horses in Mitty, Infratini, Wise Dan. You see a 3rd place finish too in the Fayette, a race that I'm going to get to in the second portion of the show. So I'll go with Working for Hops in a tough 7th race at 6-1 on the morning line. Time for a commercial timeout. When we come back, doing some fishing. Catch of the day. Phoner with Ray Pollock and some handicapping. Don't go anywhere.
Keep up with racing when you're on the go. Anytime, anywhere with Equibase Mobile. Get detailed information with enhanced navigation to follow the sport in real time, anytime. And our free mobile virtual stable keeps you updated with horses, trainers, jockeys, and more. Get every race, every track, every day. And manage your free virtual stable with Equibase Mobile from the official source for racing.
Hi, Montal here. I want you to meet Joe. His car broke down and he needed $900 quick to get it repaired. So the next day, Joe went to a cash advance store and he stood in line. And he waited. And he waited. Joe didn't know about MoneyMutual.com. They have over 100 short-term lenders who can get you up to $1,000 in your checking account in as little as 24 hours. Money Mutual's helped people all across America, people just like Joe. So if you need cash fast, you go to MoneyMutual.com or call 1-800-555-CASH.
I'm here to tell you that your options for getting out of debt have never been better. How do I know? Because I'm Howard Dvorkin, the founder of Consolidated Credit. For nearly 2 decades, we've helped over 5 million people just like you. Simply pick up the phone and find out what our Freedom Quest program can do for you. Reducing your payments by up to 50% is just the beginning. As soon as you call, the hard part is over.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Call 800-435-9144. Call now.
Don't delay. Deposit early. Make sure to deposit early for the Breeders' Cup World Championships. Starts Friday, November 2nd and continues Saturday, November 3rd. Load up your account. Deposit early at tvg.com. Every Friday in October, it's 5 times Fridays with free PPs. Play Keeneland or Woodbine today to earn 5 times Wager Rewards points. And get free past performances refunded from the TVG Handicapping Store. It's 5 times Fridays with free PPs.
Oh, there's nothing better. 6 a.m. by yourself doing a little fishing. Catch of the day this week. Oh, I caught myself a heck. Come on. A heck of a singer.
Was you there? Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Play ball! Good stuff. Brad Cummings, president of the Pollock Report. Pollock Report, again, the purveyor of that, Ray Pollock, joins me on the line right now from Joplin, Missouri. Is that where you are, Ray?
Joplin, Missouri, yeah. We're taking Route 66 west.
Okay, for those people that are like, oh, why in the hell are they showing some guy I've never heard of sing the national anthem at Keeneland from yesterday? Well, I mean, it's for a great cause. It's your Breeders' Cup or bust. It began yesterday, right? Can you explain to viewers that maybe didn't tune in last week what you're doing, what charities you're trying to help, and how you're going about raising money?
Well, thanks, Matt. This is the fourth year we've done the Breeders' Cup or bust. It started just sort of on a whim, to drive out to the 2008 Breeders' Cup at Santa Anita. We've done it every year since then, starting it off at Keeneland every year. This year, Brad Cummings, who's a former stage actor,
right,
has been recruited to sing the national anthem.
That's awesome.
At Keeneland, at Remington Park tonight, and at Breeders' Cup on the Friday program. So it's a fundraiser for permanently disabled jockeys.
Very nice.
Fund for Children Mending Hearts,
That's
which
great.
is a great new charity, and also for Thoroughbred Charities of America, which supports a lot of horse rescues. And we've had terrific support from the industry, guys. TVG has been great in promoting it. Our partners at Daily Racing Forum have also been really helpful in promoting it. People throughout the industry, you can go to the Pollock Report, click on the button, and make a donation for Breeders' Cup or bust charities. It all goes to Breeders' Cup or to Breeders' Cup charities with distributed.
Good, and showing a check for, what was that, $2,500 you received?
Yeah, Keeneland has been a terrific supporter. Yep. And Remington has been great. A lot of the tracks, a lot of the breeding farms, owners, fans, just really good widespread industry support for this cause.
Okay, I know this is for a great cause, and you guys are working very hard. And and Brad's doing singing the anthem at the various racetracks. We saw it from Keeneland yesterday. You told me that you were going to also be doing some karaoke at dive. Any good dive bar stories that you have yet, or is it too early? It's too early.
Well, we haven't done that yet. Yesterday was a long drive. We got to Springfield, Missouri about midnight, and we're going to be at Remington Park tonight. Tomorrow is our.
There's got to be some good dive bars there in Oklahoma. There's got to be some good ones.
We're going to go to Amarillo, Texas tomorrow, and we're going to find some honky tonks where they put the chicken wire up in front of the stage,
Yeah.
So the beer bottles don't hit the
my kind of place.
We're going to put Brad up there. So we're going to put Brad up there some more and have him sing.
They're going to love his operatic style, I think, in Amarillo, Texas. I think they'll love that.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We've actually written a song just for this trip, and Brad and Scott Jagow on guitar have got a wonderful rendition. It sounds a little bit like a Supertramp song you might have heard before.
Okay.
But it's an original.
Roger Hodgson, I believe, lead singer of Supertramp, by the way.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
very good.
So are we listening to that now? Producer Danielle keeps telling me we're going to hear it now. I don't know.
This is the world debut of this song. It's a TVG exclusive.
Okay, great. It should be on this show for sure.
So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and introduce this great new song for Breeders' Cup or Bust to your viewers, for your viewers.
Thank you so much. World premiere on Blinkers Off.
Give a little bit of your cash to us. Give a little bit and support Breeders' Cup or bust. There's so much that you can share, just 5 or 10 to show you care.
That is,
you get the idea.
that is real. Was that off Crimes of the Century? I think possibly. Give a little bit. Well done.
No. Did we steal that song from somebody? No.
No. Well, you guys, good luck. Go donate. Go get a lot of money and to donate to these great charities. And again, hopefully you've had success in the past. Hopefully you'll even surpass the success that you've had in the past this year.
We hope so, and we sincerely thank TVG for putting it out there, and to the viewers that donate, thank you very much. We've had great support, and it's a lot of fun.
All right, Ray. Maybe I'll see you next weekend. Safe travels as well. Ray Pollock, Brad Cummings, doing their thing. Driving across country, trying to raise money for 3 worthy charities. Just a couple minutes left in the program. I'm going to handicap solo today, and We're going to begin with the Fayette Stakes. In the race I'm talking about right now, folks, fields of 11, 10, and 8. This race, Take Charge Indy, is back. Loved him in the Florida Derby. Haven't seen him since the Kentucky Derby, in which he oozed with beating 50. 3-year-old taking on older that hasn't raced in 6 months. I'll play against. How about Guy's Reward? You know, chased a lone F in Dominus in his last start in the Bernard Baruch Grade 2 event at Saratoga. Before that, he loses to Wise Dan. No disgrace in that. And before that, he wins. He wins. He wins. So horse that's in good form, gets pace, 5-1 morning line. I like Guy's Reward. It's always one of the more confusing races for me every year. It's the Turn Back the Alarm handicap. Confused. Why? Because I see the Turn Back the Alarm. I'm thinking I'm putting my clock back, my watch back an hour tomorrow or Sunday. How about a week from Sunday? Never too early, though, for the Turn Back the Alarm. If I could turn back the alarm. That'd be good for Brad Cummings. Arena Elvira at 2.5-1 is your favorite. I like All Due Respect, everyone at home. Let's say it together. All Due Respect for Rick Dutrow is Wold Spud. Wold Spud. All Due Respect. Like her. Second to Awesome Feather. Ever heard of her? Undefeated. Probably going to be your second choice in the Ladies Classic a week from today. I got a minute to talk about a 10-horse field. Oh, by the way, they're supposed to get some rain in New York as well. So not today. Today's supposed to be nice. Saturday, I don't know. You could have an off-track situation. I think Buffa might be the horse to beat, actually, in this race. But I don't think he'll be 4-1. I think he'll get bet down. He's run so well fresh. He comes out of a 4-month layoff, and his best performance off an exact same 4-month layoff. I'm going to go with Isn't He Perfect? I know it leaves the Dutrow barn, but this is a horse that comes out of the 4-go. I think the distance 7 furlongs is perfect for this horse. I see San Pablo and MC, and I'm going to go with Isn't He Perfect? Horse that's made a fair amount of money in his career, $346,000. 5 wins, 6 second place finishes to win at 12-1. I'm out of time. I'd like to thank our guests, Mark Casse, for coming on, and then Brad Cummings and Ray Pollock as well. Good luck, guys. Good luck this weekend with all your selections. See you next time on Blinkers Off.